The idea started initially when I loved Elvis as a singer, but I began to sort of rediscover him as a choreographer and be interested in how he'd moved. And the more I sort of learned about him, the more I realised that there were things that I really recognised somehow, in the sense that the way that he moved, I felt like had a bit of what I would call a kind of crip aesthetic, and resonated with the way disabled bodies are perceived to move. What is perceived as uncontrolled movement, movement that is different, movement that isn't acceptable even, or controversial. I know that feeling, and I know what it feels to trouble with the way that you move. As a disabled person, for myself, but also as the sort of bodies of other disabled people, when we enter space, sometimes, quite often, we're a spectacle, whether we want to be or not, almost to the same degree of, similar maybe to celebrity. When they enter a space, you become this sort of spectacle when you arrive, and you're performing almost everywhere you go, but also you're performing in reference to an idea of how people think you should behave sometimes. I'm the person who brought all these troublemakers together. And so it was such an amazing chance to bring together a group of people, but really very specifically people that I wanted and that I was excited to work with, and people that I knew I could trust to bring their own artistry to the work and their own skill. So I went to, for example, to Porthcawl Elvis Festival, which is this extraordinary festival in the south of Wales. And the whole town is just taken over by Elvis tribute artists and fans. What it was a wake up to my own snobbery, I think, as well. It was a real sort of slap in the face to being like, why do you think that this has nothing to do with you, or this is different from what happens in a black box theatre or something. We're not so much about taking care of business here, but rather that our business is about taking care. They were doing this because they loved him. There was just something about people really respecting what it meant to kind of pay tribute